Hello everybody, how's it going? And welcome back to another video of Barbon Plays Minecraft. I have a lot to show you before we get started with today's episode, starting with the sheep farm. I made some changes in here. We used to have wool on the ceilings, but I decided to change out the glass for colored glass and get rid of the wool. I think it looks a lot better, makes the room look a little bit more detailed and modern, I think, so pretty happy with that. And then if we head over to where the pigs were, I've actually moved them out temporarily. I'm not really sure where we're going to put them. Maybe one of these two areas, but I've made another long hallway down this way. And you can get to the slime farm over here. Right down, where is it? This way, I think. Where is it? I lost it. It's like right here. Here it is. Yeah, you can get to the slime farm right over here. And that's how I've been coming down to collect the slimes. But we'll probably add in a staircase. Right about here, we have enough room, just barely, to get under the cow farm, I think. So then we have this huge room here that I blew up with TNT, mainly so that we could see the slimes in the slime farm, but also because I wanted to expand a little bit more. I want this cave base to be pretty big and have a lot of rooms in it, so this kind of helps with that. We're going to be actually building a pumpkin and melon farm in this room today, but let me show you what I've mainly been working on. You can say I've added a little hallway here, nothing major, but if we head up this way, um, the furnace room was originally going to be right here, but I decided I wanted to put like a bridge so that you could look down kind of into the next room. I think it gives it a lot of depth, makes it look pretty cool. And the episode, so I actually recorded an episode, but my microphone settings are wrong, so I had to scrap the whole thing. But this is what I did in the episode. We built a fully automatic smeltery. Let me see if I have something I can smelt really quick. Let me see. Should have like something I can smelt. We'll just make some charcoal, I guess. Or wait, that's not how you make charcoal. But anyway, how this thing works. I won't talk about it too much, but I do want to show you the redstone. Basically, this is where your items that get smelted end up. And this is where you drop off items to be smelted. So we're going to make 8 charcoal. That goes into a hopper minecart behind here. And then your fuel goes in here. We're just using planks for now because I have a bunch of them. We're going to go ahead and turn on the fuel autofill, and that will make sure that the fuel is stocked in the furnaces. We can turn on the auto item fill, which will put the items into the furnaces here, so each one is going to have an oak log in it. And then we can either manually take the items out, like this, or we can have a cart do it for us. That'll pick up all of the smelted items and bring them to this chest. Should be coming any second now. And we should get, what, 8, 10? I forgot how many. Well, we're going to get 6 at first because there's only 6 furnaces. So it's a little bit limited, but not too bad. Let's go check out the redstone back here. It's a mess, let me tell you. It took me like 3 days to actually figure out how to get this to work right. But basically, yeah, I mean, it's hard to explain. But basically we have 3 chests, like you saw in the front there. 2 of them go into pickup carts that pick up the items out of the chest and bring them to the top and the back of the furnaces, which is how you can supply them with fuel and items to smelt. And then underneath the furnaces, there are some hoppers, which we can lock with the 3rd lever out there. But they all end up, if the hoppers are unlocked, the auto eject is on, they'll all end up in this furnace, where this cart will pick them up, which I was too slow there. And then we have 2 other mine carts here. Both of them take items out of those other 2 chests. One goes up to the top there, which distributes the items to smelt. So if we look at that mine cart right here, oh, I missed it, but that'll have orange terracotta in it. And then this mine cart here will have our fuel, which is currently dark oak planks. We can use any type of fuel we want. Oops. But for now I'm just using planks because we had a lot of them. We're going to go ahead and turn this off, and I'll show you what else I've been working on. But yeah, this should be a pretty good furnace room. I think it'll be sufficient for our needs. You can see I've already used it to smelt up all kinds of stuff, all kinds of glass, and it's pretty quick too. So it's 6 times faster than normal furnace speed. So we get our items 6 times as quick, pretty much. Another thing I started working on is adding a river to this forest biome here, as well as some felled logs. There's one right here, I think. Yeah. So I just wanted to make this look a little bit more realistic, and we'll probably be adding a lot more mushrooms and ferns and such as well, just so that it's actually more of a forest. Hello, Mr. Pig. Oh, Mr. Pig decided to not go on the bridge. So this is the not the furnace. This is the river that I was working on. I did most of this off camera. I wasn't planning on recording an episode of it because it's kind of boring. Just me blowing up the ground and then putting in a bunch of water and sand and stuff. So now we have this lake here that flows into this river. Let's see if I can make it under. Yes, I can. Anyway, so we end up going to this waterfall, which ends up down here in our cave. And this is right over by like the mob farm. Stupid Enderman. We end up over here by the mob farm, where we can go down, grab our items and all that. So yeah, that's where that comes out. We're going to go ahead and get started on the pumpkin and melon farm, though, right away. I just wanted to kind of recap. And like I said, unfortunately, I recorded the whole episode of building that furnace room, and then the audio was completely just garbled, and you couldn't really hear anything, and it just, I don't know, kind of was not okay to release on YouTube, so I decided not to. But we have another one of those little mini mushroom biomes down there. I mixed in some mossy stone brick this time. I think that looks kind of cool. But let's go ahead and head down to the floor down here, the room down here, and get started on the pumpkin and melon farm. Alright, so this actually is pretty simple, but we're going to start on this wall, where we're basically just going to put 3 dirt blocks. Actually, let's move those out one more, I think. Let's see, that should be... Ooh, let's move it one more, I think, actually. That should be good enough. Okay, so this isn't too complex of a farm, but basically we have our water bucket behind the soil that the pumpkins will grow on. I'm going to use sandstone, I think, as my building block back here. So let's go ahead and place down our water bucket. And then we need to go ahead and place those like that. Okay, so our pumpkin plant and our melon plants, I guess, too, will be on this block. And they'll be able to grow to the left or to the right. And we're going to have an observer pointed towards the stem. And whenever that stem gets updated, it'll send a redstone pulse. Actually, let's make some just some sandstone slabs so that we can make this look as nice as possible. If you didn't know, you can go ahead and just waterlog that like that, and then we don't see that water in the front, which looks a lot nicer. So then we'll go ahead and put our glowstone here just so we have the place lit up a bit. We're going to put 2 pistons like that, and then behind those pistons we're going to need some redstone and some repeaters and some more sandstone. And we're going to put a repeater coming out of the observer, and then 1 going into each piston, and then just run 3 pieces of redstone there, and that's each unit. It looks just like that. So we're going to go ahead and keep on building this. I'm going to do 1 over here, and then we're going to do kind of a ring around the room, so we can walk in and we'll just be kind of surrounded by these things. Alright guys, we got about half of the first layer built already. We just need to put in the observers and the pumpkin and melon stems now. You have to use a staggered pattern actually for a staggered pattern for the redstone, or else you're going to get interference between each group of the pistons. So basically, you just need to go ahead and make every other wiring bit 1 block longer, so you can put extra of these losing my train of thought, extra repeaters, which will cause the cause the redstone to not interfere like you would have before. So I think, let's see, so we have, what is this? I don't even remember if I put pumpkin or melon here. That was pumpkin. Okay, let's do melon, pumpkin, melon, pumpkin. Let's go ahead and grow those. And you can see those pistons are kind of rapid fire, I guess. We also need to put some lighting just so that they don't uproot or anything. But that's basically how you set it up. And again, here's the redstone. Pretty self-explanatory, and the only reason you want to stagger them is that so they fire individually, so that you don't have all these pistons going at once, because this cave is actually already pretty laggy, and that would be even worse. So yeah, anyway, I think we're gonna put maybe, let me see, how wide would that make this? That is off center from that doorway, isn't it? Okay. And that's gonna mess up this, I bet, too. Let's see, if we place 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I think that's gonna mess up our design here. So let me actually check that really quick. So if we put our, those aren't going to stay like that, by the way, but if we put our logs there like that, that would mean that we need 1, and then 1, and then 2, 2. Yeah, that's going to be messed up by 1 block. So I think we actually need to build in even numbers, which I usually try to avoid. But for this particular build, it looks like we need to actually move one of these sides over a block, 1 block further. Even though I already have this side built, I think we may move that side. Let me see here. Yeah, because if we move this side, then this is going to be really, really close to that wall, which I don't think I like. Okay, let me just move that over 1 block. Awesome, so I think I got that fixed up nice. It's now centered on this doorway here, which is an even number, which I'm not used to building, but that's okay. So Minecraft Live is, I believe, tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited about that because Jens and Agnes from Mojang, in their yearly video they make it every year, whenever Minecon is going to happen, which is now going to be called Minecraft Live. People didn't think they were going to do a Minecon in 2020, but it looks like they actually are, so that's pretty cool that they're still going to be able to do that, even though it's just kind of a toned down online version, which I think is fine. No point in risking people's health just for Minecraft. So they announced you can vote for 3 new mobs now to be added to the game. They do this every year. If you're not familiar with that, basically it's just they give 3 new mob ideas, and then you pick whichever one you think is the coolest, I guess, and that's the one that they supposedly add to the game. But the thing is, sometimes they just don't add the mob. I know, like 2 years ago, maybe last year, don't really remember, mountain goats got voted, and we didn't ever get mountain goats because we're still waiting on that mountain update that they talked about. Not to throw any major shade at Mojang, but we better get a cave update this year. As well as our mountain update that we voted for. I didn't vote for it. I wanted the swamp update with the frogs and the chest boats. But Minecraft's fan base apparently doesn't know how to vote for the right things. It's mostly a lot of children, though, I guess. They don't really... it sounds kind of mean, but... Anyway, I think we're going to have just enough observers here. This farm is only going to be 1 layer, because right above here is the furnace room. You can actually see part of it right there. Originally the furnace room was going to be 2 layers, so I had dug out this whole area anyway to make it a double-decker furnace farm, but the redstone ended up being a bit less compact than it needed to be for me to actually make a double-decker furnace room, unfortunately, so didn't get to do that. But let's see, so melon, pumpkin, melon, pumpkin, melon, pumpkin, melon, pumpkin, melon, pumpkin, melon, pumpkin. Perfect. We'll go ahead and grow these. Again, you don't have to, but I like to. Don't want to wait for them. I already got a pumpkin over there. That's kind of surprising. Okay. Sometimes these don't like to cooperate. But yeah, I don't think this farm needs to be too much bigger. We don't really use melons and pumpkins that often, but whenever I want some, I want to be able to just come get them. I don't want to have to wait. So I think this will be fine. Next, I think we're going to put... we're going to need some hoppers. So I think I want the hoppers to all go to a chest here in the middle. I'll probably put a chest right here-ish. I think I brought some chests with me. No, but we can craft some. No big deal. Let's just get... I think we just need like one double chest for now. Like I said, this farm really is not very big, but we can always add more chests later, I guess. So I think, yeah, that should be fine. And then I go ahead and put hoppers that go all the way around, like so. And then like that. Nope, like that. Awesome. And then again on the other side, I don't know why. Sometimes the melons, they don't trigger the update, the block update. I don't know why that is. But they just don't, so sometimes the melons get stuck, but they eventually get harvested. Okay, I think that's all of our hoppers. I'm just trying to make sure none of them are like pointing the wrong way. And then we're gonna go ahead and take some black stained glass. I think this looks really clean and modern, I guess. And we're gonna put that on top of the... No, we don't want to put that on top of the hoppers because then items won't get picked up. We want to put those one block out from the hoppers, which means that we actually want to move this chest here one block forward. So we'll put it like right there, and then... Wait a minute. Aha. One of them was pointing the wrong way. No big deal. Just need to fix that. Just like that. Then we're going to put glass on these, well, not on top of these hoppers because there aren't hoppers here, but just on top of these blocks. Just like that. I think we want to put, let's maybe put this here. Not sure, we may move that as well. May change that with something else, but for now, that's fine. Go ahead and put this all the way around. Actually, let me make sure everything's set up in here okay before we do this. Yeah, I think that's good. Like I said, those melons, I don't know what the deal is with them. Sometimes they just don't like to update correctly. Kind of annoying. Oh, I made this off center, didn't I? That's probably why the hopper wasn't in the right place. Easy fix though, no big deal. Yeah, so gonna put our other chest. Nope. Gonna put our other chest here, and then our other hopper there, and our last piece of glass. Awesome, that is perfect. I don't know about. I think we're actually gonna leave this glass. Yeah, I think that's better. It's a pretty small room when you come in, so I think the glass makes it feel a little bit more open. And then I think we're probably going to use some sandstone. Yeah, let's put some sandstone here under the glass. I'm going to have to get some more, I think. But, yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And I wanted to make this room a little bit different than the rest of our cave because we're always using the same blocks, and I don't want it to all look the exact same. But I think sandstone and spruce wood is a really, really nice combination, so that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and just put spruce wood here or sandstone here for now as well. Then I don't know, do I want to do another layer of glass, or do I want to... If I do another layer of glass, we'll be able to see this. But I don't think that's too big of a deal. I don't know. I think... Actually, let's go sandstone. Let's go sandstone here. It'll look nice and clean, I think. Being, like, mirrored from the layer below it. Oops. Opened the hopper on accident. We can always... I guess you could technically add to this if you wanted to, but like I said, we're right underneath something else, so we really don't have the room for it, unfortunately. You know what? I might actually change out some of this for stairs now that I think about it. Give it a little bit more detail, because I want this build to be detailed like I always try to do. I don't know if I want to put these like, oops, like this, or if I want to put them the other way and have them go like this. I don't know which way looks cooler. Yep, I like this way much better. I like how it kind of blends into the glass. Not blends in, but it kind of curves into the glass, I guess, even though Minecraft has no curves. That looks pretty cool, though. We're gonna go with that. Awesome. And then let's just finish up this side. I'm gonna have to get some more stairs. Probably. Yep. Just a couple more. Yeah, I just think this adds some more depth, which is always nice when you're building with Minecraft stuff. So awesome. I think that looks pretty good. We'll probably change out the floor for either we'll probably do oak wood. I think that goes pretty well with the sandstone and the spruce. But we'll go ahead and change that out really quick. Actually, I think what we're gonna do is we'll put a border of spruce wood around. So we'll put like a border of just this, and then after that we will put, I have a bunch of stone in my inventory, it's kind of annoying. We'll put some oak like this, and that'll help kind of bring some more contrast. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool actually. We'll probably, yeah, we'll just go like this, because I want the entrance to for sure be oak. I think that looks better. And then we'll get our border here, and we'll switch out, of course, to stairs. Building while talking is like the most difficult thing, I swear. I swear. Alright guys, this is what I ended up coming up with. Instead of putting the lights in the ceiling, I ended up hiding them in the floor like that. Not really hiding them, I guess, but just making them so that they weren't like taking up room in the ceiling. I think it looks a lot cleaner. And this is definitely big enough of a farm for us. I already got plenty of pumpkins and melons. I'll just leave this thing running all the time, and we'll get plenty. Won't ever really need to farm them at all, I don't think. To finish it off, we just need to come back here, and I think we're probably, let's use spruce wood for the ceiling here. So the ceiling for the farm is going to be one taller than it is for us. Or I guess not really, but it's one taller than what we have for that sandstone right there. So we'll go ahead and do this all the way around. And then probably put sandstone above the pistons as well. We'll have to, I need to dig this out a little bit more still. It's pretty dug out, but just a little bit more so that we don't have to do stuff like that when we want to work on it or anything. Alright guys, so this is what I ended up with as the final product. I expanded the farm one unit this way so that each of the walls, each of these 3 walls, has 4 units in it. So it looks a bit more symmetrical. We didn't really need those 2 extra units, one over there and one over there, but it just looks nicer. Then I finished up the lighting in here. It's all hidden lighting. It's just some spruce trapdoors with some glowstone under it. Again, we're getting a decent amount of pumpkins and melons. Nothing spectacular, but like I said, we don't really need a whole lot. I just want to have a source of pumpkins and melons if we need to, or if we need any. But that's going to pretty much do it for today's episode. I actually just got done watching Minecraft Live, where they announced the 1.17 update, what it's going to be, and I was right, it's a cave update, or it's the cave update. So I'm pretty pumped for that. just because, it's something that a lot of people have been wanting for a long time. And it looks like Mojang actually went full out with it. They didn't just do kind of like a half-baked update. They actually listened to the community and pretty much did exactly what people were asking. We got the Deep Dark that's going to be coming. That's something that people have been talking about on Reddit for a while now, I noticed. We also have, the new cave biomes. There's the one with the stalactites and stalagmites. And there's also the one with the, I think it's called the Lush Caves, and that's going to be really cool. I'll probably actually start a new base whenever that comes out, just because the idea of the Lush base is kind of what I was going for with this base when I built it. So we may actually start a new base when that happens, but that's not going to be until summer of 2021. So we still have a long while playing in this world at this base. We'll talk about, I guess, once the snapshots come out, we'll talk more about the future of the series here, the base that I live in and all that. But yeah, so I guess if you haven't watched that already, go ahead and watch it. I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a lot of really, really cool stuff. I'm really excited for the axolotls. And then also the copper ore. I can't wait to use that because it weathers like copper in real life. And you can actually make telescopes as well as lightning rods out of it, which that's what this is, or that's what I was going for here. So it's cool that it's going to be an actual functioning lightning rod. And I think you can probably build like a charged creeper farm with it. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. And then the stalactites and stalagmites also give you some pretty cool opportunities for farms as well, because mobs take damage on them. So they're kind of like, if you've ever played modded Minecraft, they're kind of like the spikes that people use to make mob farms. And now we'll have that in vanilla, which is really cool. But anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for today's episode. Sorry that it was a bit of a shorter one, but, it took me a couple days to record that episode with the furnace room, and then I had to scrap it, so this was kind of a last-minute thing. I decided to just do something else off of the bulletin board. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.